joy, joy down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart. Down
Where?
in my heart. I got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart to stay.
Today.
Joy. I've got that joy, joy,
Joy,
joy,
joy,
joy
joy
down
down
in
in my
my
heart.
heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart. I got that joy, joy,
Joy,
joy,
joy, joy
joy
down
down
in
in
my
my
heart.
heart.
Where?
Down in my heart to stay.
Today.
Hello and welcome. Daily Antidote of Song, number consecutive days 2,188 days, which is amazing. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. And I'm Dr. Kim, and I'm here with my mom.
And I'm 94.
94. Yep.
Goodness
Mommy,
gracious.
mommy, mommy. And so I came here. Normally I'm in California, but I'm here in Philly for a couple of days and so glad to be here. Glad to see everybody. I said, "Hey mom, jump on. You got to come and see
Oh,
everybody."
yeah,
So
yeah,
wave,
yeah,
mom,
yeah,
wave.
yeah.
Yay. Yeah, there we
Hey,
go.
Mom.
There we go. And I'm really excited because today we have Miles Spicer. And I hadn't heard of Miles before, and wow, gonna be great. I know this is his second time on Daily Antidote, so Miles, I'm gonna turn it right over to you. You want to teach us our parts that we're gonna sing, and we will go from there.
Okay. So we'll do this song in I think it's G. All you gotta do is say, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. That's all you gotta do. If you're sick and can't get well, tell him what you want. If you're sick and you can't get well, tell him what you want. If you're sick and you can't get well, tell him what you want. You just call him up and tell him what you want. You got a 1-800 toll-free number, tell him what you want. 1-800 toll-free number, tell him what you want. 1-800 toll-free number, tell him what you want. You just call him up and tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus is on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. You just call him up and tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want.
Oh,
That's a good start.
thank you.
That is a good start.
Mm, mm. Thank you, Miles. Miles Spicer, everybody. Give it up for him. Woo! I know Mama Ijoy and I were over here singing and harmonizing, having a good old time here in Philadelphia. So now, Miles, tell us, why did you choose that song and playing that song? Was that a Piedmont blues style of playing that song? Tell us about that a little
Well,
bit.
I played it in the Piedmont style. That's a congregational kind of song that goes way back. Uh, so I picked that because it would be something that would we could all join in on. It might be familiar to a lot of the folks who are listening. You don't want to be stepping out there and mystifying people from your first song, certainly. So we got that. So that start off gently,
Mm-hmm.
and off we go.
That sounds good. Now, so people say Piedmont blues. Give me your best like elevator talk.
Elevator pitch for
What is
Piedmont
Piedmont
blues.
blues? Tell me about that, please.
Okay, types of blues have been described by the region, and the Piedmont region starts in the D.C. area, Maryland, and Virginia, and goes all the way through down to Georgia,
Ooh.
and that's the Piedmont Mountains. So the Piedmont style has the alternating thumb bass,
Ah.
where a Delta style, which is from the Delta part of the country, which is Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Texas, the Mississippi Delta is what they're talking about, would have more of a droning bass.
Ah.
A couple other things that describe the Piedmont style is while you're playing the alternating thumb bass, you have a melody going at the same. So there's your elevator pitch for the Piedmont style.
Thank you. Fantastic. I love Daily Antidote song because every time I'm on here, I'm learning something new. Always got to be learning something new. Thank you so, so much. Now, I hear you've got a CD coming out. Tell us about that.
Yes, I play with a young lady named Yaya Patterson, and our group is called Spice Cake. And we put out a CD in December, and well, we press copies, but it's available online. If you want to hear it, you can go to your favorite streaming platform with the exception of Spotify, and it's out there. So look up Spice Cake. The name of the CD is Live at Archie's Barbershop.
Ooh.
So it's a live CD done at Archie Edwards Blues Heritage Foundation here in Maryland.
Ooh.
And the sound is a great. Yaya sings wonderfully. I keep up with her on guitar fairly well. If you go to our website, there is video
Mm-hmm.
from the concert, and it's www.spicecakemusic.com. And you can listen to it from there. You can go to Bandcamp, so you just click into that, and you can see some performances of us doing songs um, from the CD. It's
Oh, I love it. All right.
a lot
And
of
I love
fun.
so
We
it's
have a ball.
spice cake music.
Spice cake.
Cake
Yeah, because
music.
otherwise you probably get a whole lot of recipes for spice cake.
Yes, you do. If you look up Spice Cake, there's videos on YouTube. But if you look up Spice Cake, you have to like wade through the different recipes.
Right, so spice cake music. All right, you know what? I'm gonna take the host prerogative and say, can you sing another one before we do our closing one that we talked about earlier? You got
I
another one?
would love the opportunity. So let's find one that I can teach y'all that you can sing along.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, my little one. I love waltzes. Me and my buddy Dave Bird wrote this one. The chorus goes like this. My little one, my little one. There you go. My little one, my little one. That's the chorus. There's not a lot that you have to learn, but there will be a quiz on Tuesday, so take good notes. While I'm singing this, think of the one thing that's really precious to you, because that's what this song is about. Have you ever seen something so darling, just before my eyes? So rare, so fine, I'm so glad it's mine. In a contest to win the first prize. My little one, sing along, y'all, and waltz and sway. My little one, my little one, my little one. Have you ever seen something so precious? You couldn't find words to say. You just sit and you sigh, wipe the tears from your eyes. So grateful that it's come your way, my little one, my little one, my little one, my little one. The moment's so fleeting, but as it flies past, a little bit of heaven is there in your grasp. Have you ever seen something so darling? Could find words to say. You just sit and you sigh, wipe the tears from your eyes. So grateful that it's come your way, my little one, my little one, my little one, my little one. Have you ever seen something so darling? Alrighty then.
Wonderful.
Oh, yes. I know. We were sitting over here swaying. You know, every time I walk in the door, it doesn't matter how old I get, Mom says, "Oh, my little one."
Well,
My baby.
Yes,
exactly.
yes, yes.
That's exactly why we wrote this song. It's a celebration of that one thing, that one most precious thing. It
Absolutely
is.
wonderful. Well, you know what? I was so happy. I was listening to, I love the fact that you can go up on YouTube and watch, past times that people have been on Daily Antidote. And so I was looking at the time that you were on your very first time. I think it was in January 2025.
It was a
And
cold day in January.
ooh, yes, and I was so glad you were on there. And one of the songs you did, I thought would be a great song for uh for topping it off today because you did "Oh Mary, Don't You Weep." Now, here we are on April the 2nd, 2026, and we're on, it's Passover time, and there have been times when I've, gone to a Seder and we've sung that song. And of course, you know, uh, that comes out of that historic Negro spiritual tradition, so thinking about that. And also, "Oh Mary, Don't You Weep." We also sing that for Easter time, thinking about Mary weeping at the tomb and say, "Oh Mary, don't you weep." So I just
Well,
love that. Don't you weep, don't you moan. And so
Funny.
I heard you singing that, and I said, it would be great if you sent us off today singing that song one more time. "Oh Mary, don't you weep." Now,
That's
do you have any performances coming up that we could know about a little bit of that?
okay. So in Maryland, we'll be playing at Maryland Meads Works on May the 9th. On May the 14th? On May the 14th, we'll be playing at the Farmers Market in Riverdale Park, Maryland.
Ooh, all right.
Those are the two things. Oh, and there's another one in July where we're playing at Archie Edwards Blues Heritage Foundation. But you can check the website
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for our updates. We have videos,
Okay.
and I still got videos to add. I've been dropping them out once a month. So,
Okay. Well, that sounds great. Well, you know what we'll do? So, people, please make sure you check the website and everything. And so we're gonna go on out wishing people, happy Passover, and folks that are going to be celebrating Easter. We're into Holy Week now, so wishing
mhm.
happy Easter. So everybody, just it's a time for celebrating. There's full moon, all that good stuff. So so thank you so much. And so give us one more good song, and I know me and Mommy, we're gonna be up here singing
You
away.
go. Enjoy. Off we go now. Mary wore 3 links her chain, and every link was Jesus' name. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Now, if I get to heaven before you do, I'll tell my friends you're coming along too. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Mary, Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Now, Mr. Satan, he got mad. Mr. Soul, he thought he had. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Now, brothers and sisters, don't you cry. There'll be good times by and by. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Oh, thank you. I love that last verse. Brothers, sisters, don't you cry. There'll be good
Good
times
times
by
by.
and by. Yeah, we need that kind of hopeful message. Well, thanks. Give it up, everybody, for Miles Spicer.
Thanks for hanging
Woo!
out. So
Yes,
good to
yes,
see y'all.
yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. So, thank you so much, Miles. Great to meet you. Wonderful to hear you. And so, this is Dr. Kim and
Hey, Dr.
Dr. Mama.
Mama.
I'm going to turn it back over to JoJo. And JoJo, you can tell us what's coming on up.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Miles, that was an absolute blast. Thank you so much. And the extra song was really fun. Can we just give another big thank you to Miles? Definitely haven't had Miles enough in here and look forward to singing with you lots more, Miles.
Please.
So I'm going to just real quick tell everybody what we're doing this week here. We're having a Rise Up week and we are singing so that we are sort of joining in community, raising up our voices and figuring out ways to get through these challenging times. And Miles was a great addition to this. We started out with the singing mayor, Melanie Hammett, coming in from Georgia on March 30. Reggie Harris sang on the 31st. Yesterday, we had Susie Burke with Aileen Vance. So Susie Burke in Maine and Aileen Vance from California. Aileen was actually sitting with Susie, and they sang together. It was really fun. Miles Spicer today coming out of Maryland. Thanks again. Sophie Wellington tomorrow out of Massachusetts. Evie Layden on Saturday out of Indiana. And on April 5th, we're going to have the very last day of our 6th year of singing together. And we're going to be singing with lots and lots and lots of folks. And we're going to do the same thing the very next day on Monday, which is the first day of our 7th year. So we hope that you'll all come and join us both days. And I would love it if everybody would please help me wave goodbye to all the good folks out there on the live stream. One more thanks to Miles. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
everybody.
Miles.
Susie
All right, let's wave.
Wellington's wonderful. Have fun tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Let's wave a big goodbye to the folks out there.